Hey y'all, this is Destiny checking in with today's Daily Diamond. Good morning and happy Wednesday. As always, I would like to say welcome to anybody who is new and checking out my podcast. I thank you for all of the support. And hey again to those of you who have been with me since the long haul. Before I do anything, I have to send out a sincere apology. I forgot one of my sponsors yesterday and my sponsor rotation. So for the I'm Just Pretty brand, I owe you one more extra day. I apologize. I don't know what happened yesterday. I don't know how it slipped my mind, but I owe you an extra day. Now I'm Just Pretty. So I send my sincerest apologies. But before I do anything, I got to jump into getting all the rest of my sponsors their proper shout outs. So up first, we have my best friend, Tiana Nate. She posted this morning a new video on her YouTube channel featuring me. Make sure that you guys check it out. Like, subscribe, share, and comment on each and every one of her videos if you want to be entered in her $50 giveaway. And then, of course, we have our up-and-coming braider, Lisha. Lisha just sent me some new heat yesterday. Make sure that you check her out for your box braids, your buns, your ponytails, all of that beautiful stuff. I'm really, really excited to be next in her chair. Then, of course, we have Sade and Royal Crown Extensions, the only hair that I wear. Make sure that you check out Sade for your lashes, your bundles, your wigs, and your bonnets. And at this time, I ask that you also keep Sade and Royal Crown Extensions in your prayers. Sade is back in the hospital and not doing so well. So please make sure that you put a prayer up there for Sade and Royal Crown Extensions. You know, Sade, what it is. I'm always here for you. I will always be here for you. And I've already put a word in to the man upstairs. And then, of course, we have Kisses by Shelly. Kisses by Shelly is my absolute favorite lip gloss. And the relaunch is December the 6th. I know you guys are starting to think about Christmas gifts for those of you who celebrate. Kisses by Shelly is a freaking great stocking stuffer. Throw some lashes and some lip gloss in a stocking stuffer for, your young teen if you allow them to do that stuff, or for yourself. It's a great Christmas gift. Bundle up them lashes and bundle up that lip gloss from Kisses by Shelly. And then, of course, we have I'm Just Pretty. I'm Just Pretty is the brand of t-shirts that I absolutely freaking love. It is a brand that supports not only women of color, but women who are plus size, women who are voluptuous. You don't have to be pretty to be dark skinned. You're not pretty just because you're a big girl. You're just pretty. So make sure you check out I'm Just Pretty, Royal Crown Extensions, Kisses by Shelly, Lisha, and my best friend Tiana Nate. Make sure you check out all of the ladies. All of them will be in the description below. So make sure you check them out. Follow all of them on Instagram. I'm going to do a shout out today for all of my brands. So make sure that you shout them out and follow them. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. Do all of that good stuff. And make sure you give me my reviews on iTunes. I'm trying to get into the new and noteworthy section. Now, on to today's topic. I want to take some time today to talk about conflict. But when I say conflict, I'm about to take this one a whole nother way. So bear with me. So quite often in life, everybody deals with conflict. Hell, some of y'all might deal with it on a daily basis. But we all deal with conflict. Conflict might come from work. Conflict might come from family. It might come from relationships. It might come from friendships. It might come with an interaction of a complete stranger. It don't even matter, but conflict comes, right? And how we deal with conflict is up to us. And I am hopeful that those of you who are listening and our listeners, if you're not such a good person with conflict, that you are working on learning how to deal with it the proper way. Now, I can honestly say, I suck at conflict. The older that I get, though, however, the better I become. I used to avoid conflict at all costs. I used to try to be a people pleaser. I used to try to not make people upset. And I soon realized that doesn't work. Conflict is going to come regardless, and you have to face that thing head on, and you have to be headstrong, and you have to, at least be able to, say what you need to say. You have to be able to stand firm in what you believe and what you think, and understand that conflict is a necessary component of our lives, and it doesn't necessarily mean that friendships or relationships or family relationships will end because there is a conflict. However, the part of conflict that I want to talk about is when there's a conflict going on and then someone knows that they're wrong, but they don't want to acknowledge it. So take or think about a time in which you've been in a conflict of some sorts. and someone kind of has something to do with it or has something to say about it, but then when they were addressed, they didn't want to acknowledge it. What is up with that? What is up with grown individuals feeling like they can cause a problem, they could cause an issue, and then when you're asked about it, or in black folks' language, when we check you about it, now you got a problem. Now you're in a predicament in which you don't want to say anything. And so I was reminded of a situation that happened just here yesterday at work. There was an individual in which I had some issues with. We had some words about it a little bit, not too much, and they weren't even necessarily confrontational. But then when the day rolled around and I interacted with this person again, they refused to even look me in my face. What are you running from? You don't want to look me in my face because you're afraid of what I'm going to say. You don't want to look me in my face because you know now that I know that you were wrong. You don't want to look me in my face because you don't want to acknowledge my presence. You don't want to acknowledge your shortcomings. You don't want to acknowledge what you did wrong. What is that? Why is it that when we face conflict, some of us, or some of the people that we know, somebody give me a doggone answer. Why is it that when put in conflicting situations, people have this behavior after the fact where they don't want to look you in your face? They don't want to be respectful. They don't want to acknowledge. What is that? If we are going to be grown and we are going to deal with conflict, even if you're a young person, right? You're growing up, you're growing into your life, you're growing into your adulthood, right? So if we are grown and adults and there's a conflict or there's a problem, what you running from it for? This used to be me. I used to run from it. But what are you running from it for? Running from it is not going to stop it from happening. Running from it is not going to make it poof and disappear. So you might as well acknowledge, address, and move forward with this issue. You might as well say what you need to say and be firm in what you have to say, even if you're wrong, so that we can move past this conflict. It is just funny to me, and it is interesting to me that when people are put on the carpet, if you will, they start looking for 15 million answers. I don't know why, but it's just so much easier to tell the truth. If you said it, you said it. If you did it, you did it. It's not even no point in lying about it. People can tell that you're lying. People can tell when you're not telling the truth. So, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point? What is the freaking point? Why not acknowledge your wrongdoing, acknowledge your shortcoming, and at least move forward? I have a freaking uncle that I love to death because he's so freaking honest. He'll be like, yep, I didn't do this. Or nope, I'm not around like I should be. Or nope, I did this. Or yep, I shouldn't have did this, but I did it. I love it about him. I absolutely do. Because even though he falls short, and even though he does some things that people might not necessarily like, they can't say that the man lied about it. The least he did was tell the truth. The least he did was be honest. And as an adult and as a human being, you have nothing to do but respect that. I can't be mad at somebody who at least told the truth, who at least was honest, who at least before you even got yourself in the situation told you what it was going to be. I have no choice but to respect it. And I wonder why we all can't choose to do the same thing. I wonder why I ran from confrontation, why we run from confrontation and conflict. I wonder why, when put in a corner or when backed into a corner, we feel the need to lie or to deflect instead of just telling the truth. Why? If you so grown and so much of an adult and you so real, then tell the truth. Don't, when you get backed into a corner, don't start shaking. Don't start trembling. Don't start shivering, because you wasn't like that when you started that conflict. You wasn't like that when you were a part of that conflict. And so I just challenge you all today, and I challenge you to think about, not to do, but to think about yourself in conflict and how you react when you're in that particular situation. It's not a point in cowering, not now. You might as well stand in your beliefs and stand firm and move forward. I don't know. I don't even know it all. These are just my thoughts. But I really wonder why we, as human beings, handle conflict in a way in which we do. I don't have an answer. Maybe you do. And this is Destiny, and I'm about to sign out with today's Daily Diamond. I'll see you guys tomorrow.